Hi everyone, I am Charles.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
We are CLSquared Productions.
Yes, we are.
So we're here because a couple people have sent us, well, more than a couple people, but several people have sent us questions.
And we want to answer them.
Yeah, so we're going to answer your questions right now. Feel free to send us any questions you might have.
And we might answer them.
Yep, at CLSquaredProductions@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to do 10 right now. This is our first 10 big questions thing. Here we go.
Thing above us. 10.
Alright.
All right.
For the Ty Dillinger fans out there. Alright, so.
I don't get the reference.
Here we go.
Okay.
First question. If you could remake any movie, which movie would it be? Which is a question I've already answered before, but let's hear your answer to that, and then I'll go into mine.
I would like to remake The Bridges of Madison County because it needs the musical songs in it.
So I am, as someone who's very stage illiterate, and I was raised mostly in film, is there a version of Bridges in Madison County?
There is a musical version that was on Broadway with Stephen Pasquale and Kelly O'Hara that I still listen to every day, and it was too short-lived. And I feel like they should remake it and have the songs in it because I love musical theater.
Well, there you go. I actually also love musical theater, believe it or not. So if I were to, although I would not remake The Bridges in Madison County.
That's fine.
If I were to remake anything, see, I'm always a big believer that there's so many films that are like beloved and people remake them, and I don't understand why.
Yeah.
So my idea is that if you're going to remake stuff, you should remake stuff that has a great idea, that was not very well done.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, for me it'd be like a lot of
cheating, but I'm gonna listen.
Well, for me it's like a lot of horror stuff. Like for example, Blood-Sucking Freaks. I would love to remake that, and I think I could do it really dark, and I could make it really serious, and not like kind of cheesy where you've got Ralphus throwing darts at a woman's ass or whatever.
It sounds like he wants to make it a CLSquared Productions thing.
You know, well, I mean, that would be nice, you know, but I don't think we have the rights to that. But, you know, I think Trauma have the rights to that. But, you know, if they ever want to contact us and actually...
We're here, Trauma.
...do something, we're here. All right, in case any sort of crazy edit happened to happen. Have you ever thought of doing a sequel to Teresa and Allison? Yes, I am writing both the prequel and sequel scripts as we speak right now.
Yes.
The prequel, and the idea is that they're going to be very, very different films. Because I hate when someone does a sequel and it's just like the easiest thing in the world would be, okay, well, why doesn't Allison fall in love with someone completely different? Right. And it'll just be, and like, that's boring. That's so fucking boring, and I hate when people do that, and it's the laziest bullshit in the fucking world. So the prequel script...
he has opinions.
Yeah, I do. The prequel script will take place in 1972. It shows you how...
Don't give away too much.
Well, I mean, it's the basic premise. It's just how Tony and Allison met. And the night they became vampires. And that's all I will say.
Good.
And it's just fucking nuts.
And then also, as you may or may not have put together, and if you haven't put it together, then I don't like you, that this universe exists with Teresa and Allison and 21st Century Demon Hunter and other things in this messed up brain of his that we haven't even done yet. So Teresa and Allison will always exist.
Yeah, Teresa and Allison, season 1.5, which will start in March
of 21st
Century Demon Hunter, takes place before Teresa and Allison, and you will see things that will directly lead into it.
And maybe some characters too.
Yeah, who knows? Woo. All right, so question 3. If you could have Julie fight any famous horror icon, who would it be?
What?
With me, that's a weird question, only because here's the thing. I could say Nightmare on Elm Street or something like that because I absolutely love the Nightmare on Elm Street films. But the problem is, if you're putting Julie versus Freddy, I'm not going to let them do that unless Julie fucking lives. So there's no tension behind that if you know Freddy can't kill her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the problem with any crossover becomes, I'm not going to let, like, Freddy or Jason or Michael Myers or any of that kill my character. And I don't think they're going to let Julie fucking kill Freddy or whatever,
Yes, this is getting very much like behind the scenes screenwriting philosophy.
Yeah, and that becomes the problem with any sort of crossovers are great, but the problem is I'm not going to be like, Freddy fucking kills her in a dream. Like the problem, and even like that's the thing, like say I love Freddy Krueger. I would love to write a Nightmare on Elm Street script. But the problem with say Julie in it, Julie would not be hurt by Freddy. And I can tell you exactly why, because Julie has had so many fucking crazy fucking shit in her life. You could fuck with Julie's head up until the point where Freddy tries to kill her. As soon as Freddy tries to kill her, suddenly, it's a monster. A monster coming at me.
Yes, that's a demon and I gotta hunt it.
Exactly. As soon as that happens, Julie would stop feeling any fear.
Yeah.
Like, you could definitely put her in a situation that would fuck with her head, but as soon as it becomes a deadly situation, she knows how to deal with it.
She knows how to deal with it.
So, that becomes a problem. Now, if I was ever going to do a crossover, what I would do, I would have Julie team up with someone like, say, Ash from Evil Dead. Ash from Evil Dead and Julie would be fucking amazing.
I was going to say Pikachu, but Ash is maybe better. Different Ash.
Yeah, I get. Oh my god, that would be amazing!
Right?
Like fucking Ash from Pikachu versus Evil Dead.
Ash from Pikachu.
Ash from Pikachu with Julie versus. Gotta catch them all. Definitely gotta catch them all.
Yes.
All right. So next question. And by the way, I hope no one's upset that we're not and actually putting like George from Seattle.com or whatever. Asked this question because I didn't think that was important, and also because.
But you are important.
Yeah, we do love you. We do love you. We have a genuine feel for you as our audience. But I hate when it's like fucking spankdaddy69.com at gmail.com.
You just came up with that. So question 4 is.
So question 4 is, what is our favorite movie? Well, obviously it'd be 2 different favorite movies because we are not a hive mind. For me, it fluctuates between Ichi the Killer and Full Metal Jacket. Ichi the Killer from Takashi Miike, which is a fucking brilliant film, and Full Metal Jacket, which I love so fucking much, especially the performance of Arlie Emery, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing wrong. But I love that movie so much, and it's such a commentary on what war does to young people, how they have to be broken down and then recreated in order to basically
I haven't seen it.
Be killers, and I will show it to you.
That usually happens.
Yeah, so what would your favorite movie be, Chelsea?
It's a 4-way tie between The Deer Hunter, Inglourious Bastards, Titanic, and The Little Mermaid.
Okay, at least 2 of those movies I like.
I quit. Question 5.
I was going to say, my only problem with Inglourious Bastards is I'm such a history nerd.
They kill Hitler in a movie theater.
It bothers me whenever there's anything that does not. They're like, that didn't happen in history. That bothers me. But
so then, question 5 is our least favorite movie.
The Postman from Kevin Costner.
Never mind.
100%.
Okay.
What is yours?
Least favorite movie.
Yes.
I have never thought about this.
Well, you can think about it while I elaborate on why I hate Kevin Costner as the Postman. Because Kevin Costner's The Postman is basically just the biggest fucking ego project I've ever fucking seen. The movie, I like to describe the movie as if you were going to film Kevin Costner jerking off. That's what this movie would be. And about an hour into the movie, Kevin Costner is bleeding from how much he is fucking jerking off himself. And by the end of the movie, when they build a fucking statue of Kevin Costner's character, the fucking horizon is burning because of the amount of friction that Kevin Costner has produced from working his own fucking cock off. That
We're very vulgar.
Yes, that there is a fucking line of fire coming over the horizon that makes the world a fucking cinder from how much fucking fission Kevin Costner has produced from jerking his cock off. I will be so far to say that if that movie was a flop, but if more people had seen Kevin Costner's The Postman, people would have rioted and burned every studio in Hollywood down to prevent that movie from happening anymore.
Okay, my answer. I despise all my love to you, Nicolas Cage, but other than knowing,
Which I've never seen.
I hate every movie you've ever done.
Is there a particular one?
All of them.
So not like...
Nope, just all of them.
Have
This is as best as I can get right now.
Have you ever seen Kevin Costner? Have you ever seen... I mean, not Kevin Costner. Have you ever seen like Nicolas Cage in like Moonstruck and stuff like that?
I've seen all of them.
Okay. So it's not like the Wicker Man or anything like that you have in particular.
I loved Knowing for some strange reason, but
what's Knowing about?
he has like there's all these numbers and he has to figure out why these numbers somehow make sense, and they like wind up like coinciding with dates where these like horrific accidents have happened.
Oh, okay. For some reason, when you started saying that, I thought of the number 23, but that's Jim Carrey.
That's Jim Carrey.
That's Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, I've actually loved everything you've ever done.
Okay. I would have to disagree with the Ace Ventura films as far as Jim Carrey goes.
That's fine. Question 6.
Okay. Favorite wrestlers?
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch is fucking amazing. I would also say Rhea Ripley. I would also say...
Becky Lynch.
If we're going back in the day, I would say Edge. Even going further back into that, into the 80s, I would go into... I mean, I know it's a fucking cliche choice, but I would say Ric Flair back in the 80s.
Ric Flair. Can't say no to Ric Flair.
Yeah, so that's pretty much my favorite wrestlers as far as that goes. Question 7. Have you guys ever thought of doing a podcast? Yes.
Yes.
All right, question 8. Would you rather fight an alligator-sized duck or a duck-sized alligator?
Duck-sized alligator, and I'd keep it as a pet.
I don't know, man. A duck-sized alligator could do a lot of fucking damage. Alligators are fucking...
I can manage it.
Huh. Duck-sized... I mean, alligator-sized dog. Alligator-sized... Anything the fucking size of an alligator would fuck you up. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. Like, I mean, I love... like, we have 2 kittens here. We have 2 cats here. I love them.
I stand by my choice.
Yeah, I would not want a fucking alligator-sized fucking cat. Because an alligator-sized fucking cat is like a puma or some shit, and it will murder me. Even dogs. Like, imagine a dog the size of like a fucking alligator.
That sounds nice.
I would love to pet it. I would love to be its friend, but I guarantee you if that thing jumped on you and tried to be friendly, it would murder you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with a duck-sized alligator, because at least I can deal with a duck-sized alligator.
Fine, we disagree on something. That's fine.
All right. Favorite state? That's a question I've never thought of. I guess New York, because I kind of hate every place else.
New York is my home.
Yeah, all right.
Cool.
All right, who wins in a fight? Question 10. Who wins in a fight, astronaut or caveman? I love that you made an angel reference. I will go with cavemen.
Same.
Yeah, because astronauts can have all sorts of thought and theory and be like, oh, we're going to do this and that and the other thing.
But if they're here, what the fuck is the advantage?
If you bash them over the head with a fucking club, they die.
Yes.
So...
I saw the cave drawings. It's so cool.
Yeah, exactly. Unless the astronauts have, like, laser guns. Laser guns might, fucking solve the problem with the cavemen. But otherwise, yeah, cavemen are just going to bash their fucking head in. There's no discussion. There's no discussion.
There are no laser guns, so it's a given.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being here.
All right, so that's our 10 questions. Tune in next week for another 10 questions.
Yes.
And if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask them at CLSquared at gmail.com. All right, this has been Charles.
And what's my... Chelsea. I'm sorry.
And we have answered your questions, so...
You're welcome.
Yes. All right, and we'll see you next time. All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.